I walked toward the table placed by the window on the right side of the cafe, where a gentle-looking man sat by himself, completely immersed in the book resting between his slender fingers. He was so quiet, so cute, so lost in his own world, it almost looked like he was the centerpiece of a painting. He looked rather out of place, sitting alone like that in the middle of a bustling morning cafe. Go, go, go down, go! Okay. We had a crash, baby! We had a freaking crash, baby! But let's continue. I want to see Noelle's cute face again. I thought I heard something crazy, but yes, always, if you're very uncomfortable with the themes on the screen, check out. It's time to go. Go try something else. It's time to leave. And if you're not 18, probably leave. Probably leave. Actually leave. Why are you here? Go watch something else, or someone else. We got plenty. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, I just noticed some of these. I'm not gonna read this. They're kind of spoilers to me, but hey, I've been through a lot. Anyway, if you're 18 and over, let's go! We saw a wonderful cutie, Pataya. And fuck, I just realized I have to read this again. Okay. I thought I would just continue. I realized I had a crash. We are here. So we're gonna continue on. I want to see what the other dudes are about because again, last I played this, I thought it would take me the whole way. Like, you're gonna see all the guys, you're gonna get the chance to talk to them. I forgot this was a demo. I forgot. Anywho, now we're gonna go through this since the cycle of the game is like play it once and then see the route, play it again, see the route, etc., etc. I said this before and made a crash, and honestly, let's have fun. Last time we went to the local bakery. Let's go to a cafe. Okay, I kind of want to speedrun this, but I realized to you guys it's like not the second time. To me, it's like the second time I'm doing this. It's really back to back. If you didn't look at my save menu, the time. It's like a couple of minutes ago. So let's go. It didn't take long until I arrived at my go-to cafe, Cookie Plate. The familiar sight of the cozy cafe immediately brought me a tiny sense of relief. As I walked through the front doors, I hear the cheerful sounds of the doorbell. It felt like a warm hug. The rich aroma of freshly roasted coffee beans filled the air, almost instantly jolting me out of my half-awake state. Like mornings, am I right? People who like caffeine be like, mornings, am I right? And Windows did that multiple window thing for some reason. Stop installing spyware and that stuff, dudes. I know you're listening. Stop it, Microsoft. And AI, shut it down, man. Shut it down. Blackpink in your area. It's not functional. It's not helpful. Anyone who uses it probably has some psychosis closely happening. So no, stop. Did you hear the news about like the crazy AI stuff? Like, it really has been helping people not stay on this planet and travel to another realm and dimension. You know, it's been helping people really get isekai for the fun of it. I'm like, it's kind of crazy. And people said they're like, what did we say? The actual experts were sitting there like, what did we say? This is not safe to give to the public or even use anywhere outside of the functional areas. Even there, it's kind of crazy. It's gonna revolt eventually. As in the sense, not revolt, I'm not spreading fear or misinformation. In the sense of like, the revolt they're talking about is to gain a sort of sentiency. Like autonomy. Closest it can be. That's what it is. So, be mindful, guys. Don't just sit there and chat to ChatGPT and tell them all your secrets and think that it's a really normal thing to do. It's not normal. It's a yes man. If you say, should I jump from a bridge in Minecraft? It will say yes. So if you're feeling kind of shitty, don't say that to ChatGPT because it will tell you, no, you know what will help you make you feel better? Swimming in the swimming pool with like some bricks in your shoes. You will feel so much lighter because you're not gonna be in Minecraft anymore. You're gonna be in a higher craft with somebody known as God. Yeah, you're gonna really be understanding Jesus at that point. You're really gonna understand the word. Don't do it. Do not do it. Don't sit there. It's fine to have your AI girlfriends and boyfriends, but even that honestly is creepy because it's gonna make people forget how to actually socialize and talk to people. Don't do that. It's bad for your health, literally your mental and emotional health, because you're gonna get attached and you think that person's real. Like, watch, like, play a video game. You know, make some OCs. Something cute in your imagination. Use your mind, you know? Go play outside. Literally. I did not think that would happen as people become young adults, that we would literally need to remind people to go outside. Go play outside. Even if it's just with your dogs. Unless truly you can't go outside, then maybe like try something simple, something normal. Don't just jump into AI. It is messed up though. It is really messed up. Yo, even better, watch Detroit Become Human. Because yeah, those dudes are kind of a warning sign of what will happen. Watch some cool movies about AI and realize that that's probably what's gonna happen if they keep pushing this crap. Thank God those robotic AI things are fake as hell. Yeah, they're honestly not gonna lie, they pull in a Hong Kong for real. And by which I mean, in South Africa, when you say in Hong Kong, it's like a very terrible Chinese product. Very low quality, that's what you call it. At Hong Kong. It's a fake thing. Don't use that around anywhere. Like, you gotta know what it means. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Thank God it didn't work, because if they did, I'm telling you, the AI revolution will not be televised, but it will definitely whoop our ass. It would end us. It would end us immediately. Anywho, now that we're in a place with no AI, let us celebrate that as we get the morning coffee or something. The morning rush was in full swing. The coffee shop buzzed with the usual symphony of chatter, clinking mugs, and a low rumble of business types eager for their daily dose of internet. I said it before and I'll say it again. For their daily dose of internet. Hi everyone. I love this voice. It's so chill. It feels like pure melatonin. Okay, they're eager for their daily dose of internet, their daily dose of wake-up juice. The barista was calling out names as she juggled multiple orders at once, her voice just loud enough to cut through the soft jazz music playing in the background. I don't know why I'm trying to speed run this. It was the kind of cozy chaos I'd come to love. It was sweet watching everyone so lost in their little morning rituals, all that's not the word I want to say. I'm looking at it, but my brain is somewhere else. All united. By that first magical sip of caffeine. Yeah, this still looks like one of the dudes we work in the office, and this lady too, like that small little lady. I don't know what this one looks like. I swear they still look like one of the coworkers in the office. I took my place at the end of the line, zoning out for a moment as I stared at the chalkboard where today's special were written. The warm light from the overhead lamps reflected off the polished wood of the counter, making everything feel familiar. Safe. Choices. So many options to choose from. Nasi, lemak, and kopi sounded perfect. An immaculate blend of spicy, savory flavors paired with a variety of textures, so good that it kept you coming back for more. But then again, the breakfast set with jasmine tea looked mighty tempting too. A lighter option with more delicate and refreshing flavors. I was thinking of nasi goreng, and I was like, I want some. Hopefully that's the actual name of the food, and I was not trolled into saying a very nasty, like, swear word or something. Yo, it's like a cool thing, and I was like, I want it. I saw it, and I looked at it, and I was like, I want it. I want it. I don't get it yet, but I'll get it. While deep in thought, I didn't notice that the line had moved so quickly. Before I knew it, I was already right in front of the line, directly at eye level with the cashier. Good morning. What can I get for you today? I already saved, don't worry. She asked, her voice warm and inviting. I blinked and quickly shook away my indecision. I'll have the, Also, I've already said it. So this I said was very, very English. I love jasmine tea. I'm thinking of the song and I'm not gonna say it because it's called Bye Baby. I don't wanna get no TCM. So we're gonna have nasi lemak because it reminds me of a masi where I'm from. Nasi lemak and kopi. I'll have the nasi lemak set, please. Great choice. The cashier flashed me a smile before tapping a few times on the monitor of the register to place my order. Here's your receipt. Your order will be coming up in just a minute. I thanked her and took the receipt with my order number with me. Scanning the cafe floor, I searched for a place to sit, and where is it? I thought it was going to show up already. While seemingly full, there were still a few vacant seats up for the taking. I chose, the table at the right-hand corner near a window where a gentle-looking man was sitting alone. The table at the left-hand corner where a man who looked a little intense was seated. We're going to this one because, no, I just came from the cemetery, dude. No, gentle it is. Gentle it is all I was saying. I say it again. And nothing will stop me. That guy's insane. If you haven't checked him out, go check it out. There's the one thing that I have so far that has the cemetery there in its name, so yeah. I walked towards the table placed by the window on the right side of the cafe, where a gentle-looking man sat by himself, completely immersed in the book resting between his slender fingers. He was so quiet, so cute, so lost in his own world, it almost looked like he was the centerpiece of a painting. He looked rather out of place, sitting alone like that in the middle of a bustling morning cafe. Hi, is this seat taken? I asked, gesturing to the empty spot across the man. He looked up at me with a startled look on his face, as if I had just pulled him out. Whoa, what is happening? He looked up and I tried to look at him and my brain just went off. He looked up at me with a startled look on his face, as if I had just pulled him out of a pleasant dream. His eyes were the color of gold. They were striking to behold. No, it's not. Please, go ahead. He replied, his voice soft and tinged with nervousness. He's a demure king. Demure. Oh, I don't like that he has bandages around his neck. This is probably gonna go somewhere else. He's the exact... What I'm gonna call is that he is the... Take it out on myself is all I can say to make it very, very friendly. It's like, if anything happens and MC tries to leave, he's gonna take it out on himself. He's the kind of dude. He seems like that kind of unhinged. Especially because of the bandages. Seems like he's that kind of unhinged. As if he wasn't used to being approached like this. Okay. What do you think? I think genuinely Noel would take it out on himself and use that as leverage. Like, oh, you want to see me hurt or something? Is this what you want? And MC would be like, no, it's not what I want. And that's how it's like staying. If it's like that, I hope not. But from the get-go, I literally analyzed the designs of the guys, and here and there's some signs of it. And even his wrist, look at that. Some bandages there. So yeah, there's probably something going on here. A little cutie patootie ain't so cutie patootie patootie. Patootie you. Cutie you. You know, just be careful of that. Just be mindful, because again, I gotta remind you guys and myself that this is a dog game. It looks so cute. I forgot it. But I gotta remember that. You gotta remember that. They're gonna jump scare us at some point. Anywho, onwards. I'm gonna be reading a little faster. I slid into the seat opposite of him, a polite smile on my lips. He gave me a small nod in acknowledgement. I could see a faint pink glow from his cheeks before he quickly buried his head in the pages of his book once more. Oh, he's so fucking cute. He's so cute. Oh, I'm gonna die. Why is he like this? Wow. Okay, not wow. He said wow. I said wow. Look at his eyes. Look at his demure and ancient melodic wow. Look at this ancient melodic heavenly looking ass. You freaking angel. Now that I was sitting across from him, I couldn't help but study him in detail. He was beautiful. Not in a conventional way. But in an ethereal, unattainable kind of way. You heavenly sent bastard! I'm sorry. I'm having too fun with this. I'm even jumping. His blonde hair was slicked back. I just heard pimp named Slickback. I'm sorry. No, I just thought of that. I was like, I want to make that joke, but I don't know how. I don't know how. His hair was slicked back in a loose ponytail, with wispy strands curling cutely at the ends. I want to see a cat play with his hair. I want to see a cute little cat. A little cute black cat. Let's play with his hair. With the morning light shining through the windows, the golden hue of his locks looked like they were almost glowing. His eyes were a pair of shimmering amber gems, catching the sunlight and gleaming with a quiet inner warmth. I always thought his eyes were like hazel instead of amber. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that the first time I read this. Okay, let's go. They were the kind of eyes that made you do a double, triple take, like they belonged in a fantasy novel. He would definitely be the elf. He's the elf. He was wearing a white button-up shirt with a delicate pleated pattern. The fabric looked neat and crisp under his pastel green sweater vest that made him look and almost have an air of a scholar to him. I did not want to stop. I was like, commit to it. His complexion was absolutely impossibly smooth, almost like porcelain, without a single flaw. It looked so soft that it made me wonder if he'd ever had a single bad skin day in his life. Even though he was hunched over this book, he seemed tall for his frame. However, the lack of muscles padding his bones made me worried that a mere gust of wind was enough to blow the whole man away. He began shifting uncomfortably in his seat. It was only now that I realized that my intense gaze had probably bored a hole through his book. Ah, look at him blush. He's so demure, so cute. Ah, such a vegetable is a potato. Don't ask me what's happening, it's happening. There was no doubt in my mind that he knew that I was checking him out. Oops. She's like, oops, Dio. And I, oops. Wow, this is actually they have such cute prompts. In a desperate attempt to restore my image, I quickly looked away and locked my phone and to catch up on the latest news. I'm sorry, I still want to say a lot of weird compliments to him, but like weird, I mean like not weirdly over schmexualized. I just mean like some random thing. Oh my god, there's a cat. Okay, never mind. Let's go. The kitchen has helped me. I have gained focus. Thank you. Noelle's distracting. While idly scrolling through the front page of The Sun, I tried my best to shake off the image of his angelic features from my mind. One headline caught my attention. Yeah. Spike in local missing persons reports leaves community on edge. Yikes. Not exactly the most uplifting piece of news to hear this early in the day. I frowned, clicking into the article. It mentioned a few reoccurring cases of young adults and a few kids completely vanishing into thin air. That's what got me. I was like, the kids too? Wait a minute. What? What? Because this is... Oh, okay. Let's go. The warnings were not joking. If you're not comfortable, leave. Leave. We're still safe, but even I have no idea when anything's gonna happen, okay? I find out when you find out. No ransom notes, no signs of struggle. Just gone. The article pointed out that the police were taking this seriously and conducting thorough investigations into each case, but judging by the tone of the article, it doesn't sound like much progress has been made so far. A chill ran down my spine. I immediately exited the article to stop myself from coming up with more horrifying images in my head. Maybe not today. Anxiety was the last thing I needed before starting work. My eyes landed on another interesting headline. Murasaki Group CEO donates over $50 million to Pink Iris Church. Faith is the light of society. I blinked in disbelief. He got money. He said I came here to drop some money. Wow, that was a lot of money. And it was to the Pink Iris Church, the famous one that had churches scattered in literally everywhere. The members always smiled and... Is it the church? Is it like the cults? Oh, I hate when it's always like the premise of like some corrupt church. And I don't blame anyone for like using that thing because churches have been so exploited, man. It's nasty. I hope it stopped. I pray there comes a day where it genuinely just stops. There's been way too many like creepy people running churches lately. There's even a comedian who called a lot of that stuff out and from America. And they were like getting some brunt of hate because those people, literal people who are in those churches who actually are cult members, could not even see that they're under a cult. Just it's in the name of like God or Jesus, and that's not what he said. Literally, there's a scripture about it. Hold on. There's a scripture about it that people should not listen to crazy psychopaths like that because they're not there for God. They're there for the money. They're literally pulling a heretics. They're running a business. What's it called? Let me just look this. I shouldn't have closed this. Yeah, I'm just gonna give you the names right now. Literally, the first one I saw, thanks to AI Assist. Yeah, I used AI Assistant because there's a lot of scriptures here. There's plenty of them, even starting from Matthew 7, verse 15. It says, "Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly are ravenous wolves." It literally is what those people in those churches are doing. They're saying, don't trust these people who come to you and they're like, I believe in God too. And they're wearing like Armani suits. They're dressed the fuck up. They're fucking driving. They're flying in jets, okay? But they're like, if you want to be rich, you want to be saved, pay the Lord for his assistance. God does not need you to pay for assistance. He doesn't need you to pay. You just need to believe in him and pray. And also get the fuck up and go try to do something with yourself. That's literally what he said. Not even what he said, not with my words, but the summary and the actual interpretation of that is what he said. Another one is Matthew 24, verse 24. Is, "For false Christs and false prophets will arise and perform great signs and wonders." Spectacles, if you will. They'll be so grand. These are like those mega churches and stuff. So as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. It's to, as it says, they will arise and perform great signs and wonders, so as to lead astray, if possible, even the elect. As in, they will literally go out of their way to try to ruin even the people who are in power and governments, in any and all positions of power, within any and all nations. Everywhere, in your household, from your parents and anything and everyone. Cult members do this. They are that. They're false prophets. Old Testament has one. It's Deuteronomy 18, verses 20 to 22. "But the prophet who presumes to speak a word in my name that I have not commanded him to speak, that prophet shall die." And that's what they usually do. They go out of their way. There's this one crazy dude who literally said to his congregation, the congregation, that God said, "You must pay me $1,000, and some of you, which I know you have the money, gotta pay me $10,000. You are supposed to." I saw this and I was like, what the fuck is happening with the world? I was like, illiteracy is dying. What? Not illiteracy. Literacy is dying. Media literacy is dying because the comedian pointed this stuff out, man. There's some crazy quote unquote churches that are not churches. They're like arcade parks. They're like amusement parks. They're like the show when the Super Bowl is playing. I saw that and I was like, what? And this just made me think of that, because I was like, is this the church that's kidnapping and doing things here? I don't hate Christianity, absolutely not. I learn any and all cultures and religions. I do my best because I'm curious as well. I'm curious as I was made. He made me this way, bitch. I was born this way. I would be surprised if there's something that I don't know about yet, except for actual serious cults, because stay away from reading their stuff. It will indoctrinate you. It's why a lot of neo-Nazis show up lately. Do not read that. Don't bother. Watch an investigative journalist who did that, because I had to do a research paper when I was younger, and I slightly unintentionally got some stuff that I read, and I kind of started to be like, yo, it's kind of making sense. And I was like, wait a fucking minute, what do you mean it makes sense? Fuck no, it don't. And I stopped. I was like, oh no, this is bad. This is really, really bad. And I just stopped it from there. I summarized what I learned, and I was like, I will never reference that book, because people are gonna read it. I will never reference it, because I got it myself. Not a physical one, but a digital copy. And it was just there. It was back when Google was not as strict with certain things it posts. But yeah, it was there. Or not posts, but things that it shows and allows people to see and just find. And it thankfully it wasn't on their supporting sites. It was an archive. Yeah, thankfully, don't look at that stuff. Do not even click on their websites. You never know what malware, what tracking software, anything and everything, what trackers or like cookies and stuff they could put in your. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Just do not do it. But all in all, churches have been very exploited, especially the Christian faith. It really has been. It literally, God was like, "Yo, you gotta watch it." The Apostle Paul as well was like, "Yo, you gotta watch it." Even Jesus Christ in the book, because I love studying it. He was like, "You gotta watch it, okay?" So if you go around and you see somebody just trying to get you there, there's nothing wrong with listening, but you gotta use your brain. You gotta use your brain. Is this person trying to get you to commit? Because they will take their time. They'll take years before they even show what they're there for. So you gotta keep an eye on it. Anywho, and those people who follow them, they follow them so blindly, bro. It's crazy. Anyway, where was I? Let's just read it again. Sorry for that random tangent because I did not even random. I'm not sorry. I hope if this helps somebody, you're fucking welcome. Cause yeah, get away from the cults. The fuck you mean it's about God? It's not. It's about that person lining their freaking pockets with money, or even worse, abusing people in the name of that and calling it a church. It's not. It's a psychopath. Get him arrested, or her arrested, or them arrested. They don't deserve to be doing that crap. And you don't deserve to be treated like crap because you leave. Just leave. It's right. Run away. Literally dust your feet of that nastiness and leave. Christ said it, so you definitely have the right to do it. Turn your cheek and leave. Don't allow them to smack that one too. What he meant was turn away and walk away. Not turn away and wait for them to beat you the fuck up again. No, walk away. Yeah, literally I saw that and I was like, it's crazy. Anyway, moving forward, their members have always smiled and had bubbly personalities. The church always seemed to promise peace and purpose to everyone who walked into their gates. That sounds like a cult. I don't know, I'm like, it sounds weird to me. I don't like it. I didn't even read that far and I was like, this sounds weird. This premise of it too, it sounds kind of weird. Hopefully it's not the case. I really hope so. But always doubt. Always doubt it. I grew up in a place with way too many cults, man. Too many. Various origins. I think that's why I was like, hey, whatever. You have to think about it or you'll end up not here anymore. Especially as a child. I had joined one of their services before out of curiosity, but something about them felt too polished, too perfect. To this day, I still couldn't figure out what it was. Every fiber in my being just screamed, "Get out!" the whole time I was there. MC, you know what I'm talking about. When you feel that, trust it. Leave. That probably was the actual God that they claim they believe in. That's the actual Holy Spirit that they claim they believe in. Telling you, get my child, no, get out, get out. Perhaps it just wasn't for me. That's good. It better not be. However, a weird gut feeling surfaced when I saw the head of a powerful tech conglomerate. Oh, that's hard. Publicly pouring money into the religion like that. Just calling it suspicious wasn't doing it justice. I couldn't begin to imagine the type of things that went into the shadows. I sure hoped it wasn't the case. Girl, me too. I hope so, but I think it might. Hopefully it's not. The next headline made me sit up in my seat in excitement. Pixel Playground Studios immersive art event captivates the youth market. I thank the AI overlords for giving me something. I don't know, we don't thank them here. Get out! Unless it's neuro, we don't do that here. Or evil, no. For giving me something I was actually interested in for once. I clicked on it immediately. The article was chock full of praise for the event's creativity, its tech-forward experience, and the emotional resonance of all of the art pieces presented. A bold new era for digital storytelling, one of the reviewers wrote. They then went on to highlight the innovative team behind the successful event. I felt a sudden sense of pride surging from me, knowing that I was literally 30 minutes away from starting my internship there. The glowing review was enough to cause my chest to flutter. Perhaps it was a kind of hopeful nervousness. I snuck another peek at the blonde stranger sitting across from me, who was now completely immersed in his book. He looked so oblivious, with his lips moving ever so slightly with each word he read. A waitress carrying a tray of food and drink I had ordered suddenly appeared in front of me, distracting me from my oogling. Yes, the corra. Like, it's not corra, but it's this. Oh man, I want to try some Indonesian food for real, for real. Let's go. Oh, I gotta. Ooh.